Oh, snap. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. My name's Patrick. If you like true crime, hit the follow button. Well, that's TikTok. Hit the follow button. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Hit the thumbs up button on YouTube. Do all the things. Yes, y'all, we are super early because I didn't go live last night. So I was like, you know what? Let's do something during the afternoon and then we'll do something tonight as well. Does that sound good to everybody? I hope so. Welcome in, y'all. Okay, so let's just jump into it. I don't know how long this live's going to be. It might be an hour or so. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to play it by ear. But I saw a few videos that I wanted to talk about. So let's jump into it, y'all. Here we go. Popcorn Planet over on YouTube was talking about Liam Payne, the tragic 911 call, and his fear of Diddy.
You what?
Did y'all hear about this? Did you see this? Layla, the YouTube is The Mystery Project. The Mystery Project. It should be pinned on the screen. Can you guys see it? Let me do it again. Right there. The Mystery Project. Come say hi. All right. I'm going live. Or no, we're already live. I'm going to shrink myself down. That's what I meant to say. And we're going to play this. And y'all, I'm doing it a little bit differently, so the audio might be kind of weird. Just let me know if you can hear everything. And let's do this.
More details are pouring in over the tragic loss of singer Liam Payne, including a chilling 911 call and a resurfaced clip where he admits he was fearful of Diddy.
Oh, hail.
Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and yes, this clip.
Oh, yeah. Make sure you follow him, too. He's pinned down in the description, y'all. Popcorn Planet
is going viral. Some of you have been sending it to me. We're going to get there in a second, but in no way are we implying Diddy had anything to do with this death. In fact, it doesn't seem that there was anything going on, any shenanigans going on or foul play. But we are getting details about Liam Payne, and I want to talk about that first because this is a tragic loss. This guy had a kid. This was a very popular singer, part of the band One Direction. Most people know him from that. But he fell from a hotel balcony several feet up in Buenos Aires. And now there is a 911 call that's offering more details about what actually happened. We have the clip right here. I'm going to play it for you. It's in Spanish, but you'll be able to see the translation here as well. Let's look at this clip.
Hola, buenos días. Recién llamé que se me acordó. Llamo del Hotel Casa Sur Palermo, Costa Rica 6032.
¿Qué sucede en el lugar, señor?
Bueno, tenemos un huésped que está sobrepasado de droga y alcohol y bueno, está...
Oh, man, they're basically saying that we had a guest that took too many drinks and other things.
Cuando está consciente, está rompiendo toda la habitación y bueno, necesitamos que manden a alguien, por favor.
Bajo efectos de alcohol y estupefaciente, ¿no, señor?
Sí, correcto.
¿Me dijo Costa Rica a qué altura, señor? Discúlpeme.
Costa Rica 6032.
Esto pertenece a Capital, ¿no? Entre Arevalo y Kramer.
Sí.
¿Hotel me dice? ¿Cómo se llama el hotel?
Casa Sur Palermo. Y necesitamos que nos envíen a alguien urgente porque, bueno, yo no sé si corre riesgo la vida del huésped. Está en una habitación que tiene balcón y, bueno, estamos un poco con temor de que haga algo que le ponga...
Oh, man, he went on the balcony and they're afraid he's going to do something.
No, es hace 2 o 3 días que está acá.
Comprendo, no sabría ningún dato porque no pueden ingresar, ¿no?
No.
Notificamos a lo que es el personal de SAME.
Marie, thanks for the call.
Sí, lo que yo te pido es que venga alguien urgente.
Now, a lot of information coming in there. They know he's destroying the room, but they can't get in. And they also mentioned the balcony, which is kind of weird. Why are they worried about it? Did something get mentioned through the door?
Or he probably threw something off the balcony.
A lot of details still coming in, but this is the room. Allegedly, this is the room. And now TMZ, as New York Post, reporting, showing some images of the destruction from the room. So that is apparently what happened is he was destroying this room. I can't show you all the paraphernalia that's all over, but there was paraphernalia on the floor. I imagine they'll be all over, breaking down what fingerprints, etc. I don't see anybody trying to imply any sort of foul play, but yeah, he was trashing the room before the balcony fall, and the hotel staff clearly was worried, knowing there was a balcony there, that it could get worse. That call was before this happened. So super tragic.
Hell.
Again, no foul play, I think, but we're still trying to figure out, was this accidental? Did he do it on purpose? Was he on stuff that made him do it? Why did he? Where did he get these substances? Is another big question. Many outlets trying to figure out and secure the dealer, like who gave this to him. So there's still a lot of questions regarding that. Fans are now also livid at his ex-girlfriend. Reports coming in from people saying that he was extremely overwhelmed by legal issues with his ex, Maya, before his death. And now One Direction fans are harassing her, saying it's her fault.
Oh, Lord. So people, like the fans of him, are saying that she drove him crazy. Like she could have potentially drove him to do this.
It's getting pretty ugly there. She, didn't help matters by calling it out and making it a thing on her TikTok literally days ago, talking to the One Direction haters directly, calling them out.
Oh, hell.
I hate TikTok. It never plays when you need it to play. But there it is. She was calling them out, saying, you don't know the full story, so you can't chime in on this.
And kind of break it down. So I've been seeing ones like this everywhere.
They're called.
Honestly, ones that say she needs to keep his name out of her mouth. She's obsessed, blah, blah, blah. They broke up years ago. Well, I made a 5-second TikTok about something he talked about on a podcast.
I don't even get on this. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. You can have your feelings on this, but this is where it's now getting uglier. More and more posts regarding this issue. It's just really depressing. It's depressing because this kid had a 7-year-old kid. And obviously depressing because he was only 31 years old. And on his birthday this past August, he talked about his son, who he shares with a separate ex, Cheryl Cole. I didn't get any dad socks yet, but I'm going to speak to my son in a little bit, which I'm really excited about. Bless him. He didn't really ever show his kid, but he always talked to the fans about his kid. Clearly very in love with his boy. He's so big now. He's a big boy, and he looks like a mini me, as if we need any more me in the world. But clearly very in love with his son. Here we are now. Daddy, bless him, made me want to cry. He said something really cute this week because I can see a lot of myself in him. He was like, oh, we need here now, Daddy, bless him, made me want to cry. Look, it's awful, man. It's awful how this is going to affect the kid and so many others. This man was way too young. It's so tragic what he got caught up in. Addiction really is a killer. It's so bad. It's so hard to break down and get out of. And I feel for him. I will wait for more information to come in, but this clip is hard to deny. So many of you have been sending it to me. Again, I don't think there's any connection here personally, but it's just haunting and eerie to see this clip now, knowing all we did.
Oh, yeah, I posted this one.
We look back at Liam and things he
said. I did a video about this one.
Well, let's watch.
Anna, thank you.
I went over to say hello to P. Diddy, and Jay-Z was there, and Leonardo DiCaprio was sat.
Oh, I think you've dropped enough names. Okay. I think people thought Prince and Brian Ferry was good. We don't need to hear about other people in the room. Just stick on the people the story's about.
Wish this guy would shut up. It's almost like he's saving Leo, which we're going to talk about in depth later today and tomorrow at Friday, 12 noon Eastern on members only section here and on Patreon.
Oh, hell. Carol, thank you.
We're going to talk about Diddy and Leo. You're not going to miss it. I'll put more details in the pinned comment in the description, so check it out. Also, part 2 of our interview with Dale about Leo. Again, you're not going to miss these two. We'll talk about this as well. I digress. Let's go back to the clip.
So I went over and I thought, I was trying to think who's the easy target in this scenario. Who's the one that you go to say the hello? And I'm thinking, I saw him and get him to the Greek. I'm going to go over there and say hello to him. So I thought, P. Diddy.
Diddy.
So I went out to shake his hand. And I shook his hand and I was, oh, nice to meet you. And he's just going, but the longest handshake ever. And I'm like, sat there just looking in P. Diddy's eyes like, when is this going to end? And then the worst of it happened.
Lord.
The worst of it happened. There was a whole thing with Jay-Z and I went to lean in to speak to him. But you can't lean in to speak to Jay-Z. You're not allowed to lean in. And his bodyguard just like shoved me like this. And I went flying across the room. And I was like, right, I'm just going to go and sit over here with Eddie Golden. I mean, thank you, that's enough. Very awkward moment.
Whoa.
Strange, man. This is strange. Evil laugh.
You don't talk to Jay-Z.
Fearful of Diddy. When are you going to let go? What's going on? All these things now, knowing what we know, are definitely creepier. There's just and then, yeah, everybody seems to know. Yeah, Diddy's weird. Diddy's creepy. But you can.
Is that Selma Hayek right there?
almost hear an innocence here from Liam, where he's just like, are you going to let go? What's going on? Not knowing what we know now through all these lawsuits, allegedly, where Diddy would be almost, can't say the word, but, you know, searching for the right person to see who's down. Are you DTF? Or can I just have my way?
What?
That's the things we're learning. And it does seem like this clip sort of implies he got away. Thank God to hear that. But watching this now, after knowing of the tragic loss, it makes the whole thing just a lot more tough to deal with. Now, one last thing to add about as TMZ has been reporting on this, shame on TMZ. Just want to properly call TMZ out, because we saw this. We broke this yesterday. And we broke this news while we were live. It was happening. We got it. Actually, people were telling us rumors before it even went on TMZ, which usually calls. I'm not trying to take credit for it, but I say that because we saw it happen live on the show yesterday, where as TMZ was breaking the news with this very article, they showed pictures of his body on the floor. It was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting of TMZ. And there's a lot of outrage online, as there should be. TMZ has now quietly removed those images. They're like, well, we just showed the arm to show you that it's his tattoos to confirm it.
That is crazy as hell. We just showed his arm. Are you serious? Holy hell, man. Y'all are outside of your minds.
It's like, bro, you don't show anybody's body who's unalived on the floor, even just a part of it. That's disgusting. They have no shame, TMZ. They're the worst. And they've now thankfully removed it, but still talking about it in here. TMZ has seen a photo. You showed the whole world the photo showing his body on the deck. You can clearly see his tattoos. And the previous version, which we had in our live, out of accident because we didn't know what we were looking at. Shame on them. They are disgusting. They have no remorse, no shame. I think legally they did finally remove it because they realized, oh crap, we can't show that. But shame on them. And sending so much love and positivity out to Liam's family, friends. This is just a heartbreaking loss that so many are still very shocked by.
Yeah, that
a lot
is
of reactions
crazy as hell.
In fact, we just got notice as we're here. AGT, I guess BG, Britain's Got Talent is now canceled. Now, for those that don't know, they were discovered through, I guess it was the X Factor, Simon's other show. But yeah, he's now obviously, it's a loss for all these guys. It's a super big loss. This is a really sad day. This kid was way too young. I call him a kid. 31 still to me a kid, younger than me. He had so much life left. So many fans out there wanting to support him, and he was clearly struggling behind the scenes. There are clips of him now talking about how he held it well. I send so much love to his family, especially his son. This is a sad day. There's not much else to say about it.
Oh my God. Yeah, that is terrible. That is tragic. Shall we continue? Because there's more stuff coming out, y'all. Linda, thank you. Y'all, thanks for the follows. TikTok, hit the follow button. Check this out. Hang on, I didn't do it like I normally do it, y'all, so it's going to take me a second. It's going to take me a second to get everything situated. Okay, there we go. So this should work. Let's add that back. Oh, it does work. Okay, cool. All right, yeah. So we're watching the video straight off of YouTube, y'all. So if you come over to YouTube, you can see the videos and you can follow all these creators. This one is Eric's on YouTube, pinned down in the description. This is talking about Scooter Braun. So y'all remember Scooter Braun? That's the guy that like discovered Justin, right? He was like talking about how he was like watching him on YouTube late at night and stuff. Y'all remember this? Y'all check this out. This is getting crazy. Let me hit play.
Found this little kid on YouTube in the middle of the night, because that's what happens when you're a grown man on the internet in the middle of the night. You stare at a little boy singing and you're like, little boy, come be with me.
How dare you?
What?
You what?
Has anyone asked the manager, Scooter Braun, what he knew about his client, Justin Bieber, and Mr. Freakoff, Sean Diddy Combs?
Actually, someone made reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory.
Oh, hell.
And then Usher came in and discovered it and managed him and got custody of him and promised.
Got custody of him. That still, like, is crazy as hell to me. Got custody of him. Scooter the Scout, right? Yeah, exactly. Y'all make sure you follow Eric's on YouTube. I think it's Eric's. Eric's pinned down in the description. Let's keep going.
To look after him.
This is only a tease. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you, Island Def Jam recording artist, Justin Bieber's getting ready to go down. Just so you know, we're in the studio right now working on it. Get ready because it's going to be big. Ain't that right, Justin?
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn and everyone, you know, telling me they love me and, you know, just turn their back on you in a second.
We know Scooter Braun played a huge role in discovering Justin Bieber, but the stories about how he connected Bieber with Diddy are raising some serious red flags. From hanging out as a teen with one of the biggest names in music to the questionable situations he was put in, it's no wonder people are starting to look back at this relationship with a side eye. Scooter Braun helped skyrocket Justin Bieber to fame, but the way he navigated Bieber's early career is getting some fresh scrutiny, especially with the company Justin was kept around. Remember, Justin was just 15 when he first got connected to Diddy through Braun, and some of those mentorship moments are looking pretty suspect now. And as more details come to light, the entire situation starts to feel even more questionable. From Bieber's early exposure to high-profile parties to Braun's behind-the-scenes role, the whole thing has an uncomfortable vibe. Stick around, because there's more to this story than meets the eye. All right, let's get into it.
Oh, Lord.
So, Scooter Braun is in the headlines again, and not for anything good. This time, it's about his relationship with P. Diddy, which is getting a lot of attention lately. People are digging deeper into their past, and let's just say, what they're finding is raising eyebrows. You know how when folks say where there's smoke, there's fire? Well, this whole thing
right?
feels like it's about to burst into flames. Scooter Braun's influence in the music industry
I'm
is
pretty sure it's already burst into flames.
undeniable, but not without its fair share of controversy. One of the most explosive incidents was his acquisition of Taylor Swift's masters in 2019, which Taylor described as manipulative. She accused Braun of being part of a long history of bullying that extended beyond just business dealings. This led her to re-record her old albums to take back control of her music. And then there's the Keisha situation. During her legal battle against Dr. Luke, Scooter didn't show
Oh, that was crazy as hell too back in the day. Y'all remember that? The producer guy that Kesha was working with?
much support. In fact, his comments were seen as dismissive and cold, especially in such a sensitive time for Kesha, who was fighting for her voice both literally and figuratively. It's moments like these that highlight his controversial reputation, where his influence often outweighs his empathy. And now, people are raising questions about his relationship with Justin Bieber. Scooter discovered Justin at just 13 years old through YouTube, and soon after, he was introduced to industry giants like Diddy. While this might have seemed like a fast track to success, it exposed a young, impressionable Justin to a world of fame and excess before he was ready. There were even rumors about wild parties and questionable influences during those early years. Justin himself has spoken
Rumors of a party?
about feeling overwhelmed by fame and the immense pressure placed on him as a teenager, leading to his rebellious behavior in his later teen years. From run-ins with the law to outbursts in public, Justin's descent into reckless behavior was well documented. Many attribute this to the pressure of being thrust into stardom so young without the necessary support system to guide him. It wasn't just teenage rebellion, it was a reaction to the intense scrutiny and demands from the industry, where people like Scooter were in control. It begs the question of whether Scooter was more focused on Justin's career or his well-being. The fast life, celebrity circles, and lack of privacy started taking a toll, and for a while, it seemed like Bieber might not be able to handle the weight of it all.
That I was just, living in this shame, living in all this sort of stuff
Oh,
in my
hell.
past, and I wasn't able to move on.
Do you think the person that the you of then was on a path of self-destruction?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I would have, for sure, 100%. Yeah. It would have been no bueno. It was bad. I don't know if I'd be alive for sure. It was dark, but I want to definitely tell my story so that if that resonates to anybody, that they can hopefully learn from it.
Well, for me, you know, music comes from somewhere.
But he was bragging about this for what, a couple of decades. Watch.
This is what you need to do. Women, beautiful women. We need alcohols.
Right.
Alcohols.
Right. Not just one alcohol.
Alcohols.
Right. Just different
Plurals.
blend. You need the
Blends.
ladies, you need the booze. Right.
Whoa.
Gotta keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but
Yeah, yeah.
Justin Bieber's recent
Man, that is crazy as hell.
comments about his past with Diddy have definitely caught people's attention, especially given everything that's come to light. When Bieber was 15, he spent a lot of time with Diddy, and a 2009 video resurfaced where they talked about spending 48 hours together. At the time, Diddy called it a 15-year-old's dream. But now that
Man, you crazy
Diddy
as
is
hell
facing
for saying it
serious
like that.
charges like sex trafficking and
What?
racketeering, that video feels way more unsettling. Justin was
Yeah.
introduced to Diddy early on through their mutual connection with Usher, who himself was mentored by Diddy as a teen. While Usher spoke positively about his time with Diddy, things for Bieber seem to have taken a different turn. With Diddy's arrest, Bieber has started distancing himself, and recent comments suggest that those parties and hangouts weren't as innocent as they were portrayed. People are starting to question what really went on behind closed doors, especially after a second video emerged showing a more uncomfortable interaction between Bieber and Diddy years later. In the clip, Diddy is seen commenting on Bieber's success, but there's a clear distance, with Bieber looking noticeably uneasy.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year. It was curious. I got a chance to see some things. These are places that a 13-year-old probably should not be.
Fast forward a bit, and we've
Whoa.
got more clips that haven't aged well. In 2010, Diddy gave Justin a Letterman jacket in another video saying, "You haven't been hanging out with me like we used to. The whole vibe, kinda off." Justin's over there nervously joking about it, while Diddy's pushing the whole "we used to hang out more" narrative. And y'all, it doesn't end
Man.
there. Another moment people are talking about is from a 2011 appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live, where Diddy
That sounds crazy as hell too. It's like that one ex. It's like, we never hang out anymore. Yeah. That was intentional.
Diddy called Justin his little brother, talking about how the music industry
Whoa.
has their arms around him to protect him. But when Justin brought up the fact that Diddy had promised him a Lamborghini but never followed through, Diddy was quick to say,
The Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
Man, that is crazy as hell.
There are videos from later years that show Bieber at parties and clubs with Diddy, and even though it's hard to pinpoint Bieber's exact age in some of them, it sure seems like he was involved in situations where things got pretty wild. One clip that's got everyone talking again is from a 2014 episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. In it,
Oh,
Khloe
God.
Kardashian is seen recovering from a long weekend where she says she partied until 5:30 a.m. with Bieber and Diddy. And here's the kicker. She mentions that
I think half the people there were butt naked.
now, Bieber would have been about 20 at the time, but seeing how things are unfolding, people are starting to side-eye this whole situation, but that's not even the whole story. Recently, a song that allegedly sounds like Justin Bieber's voice has been going viral,
Oh, wasn't that proven to be AI though?
especially on TikTok, X, and YouTube. The track has some pretty eerie lyrics with lines like, "Lost myself at a Diddy party," and "I was in it for a new Ferrari, but it cost me way more than my soul." It started blowing up right after Diddy's arrest, fueling even more speculation around their connection and those
Oh,
infamous
hell.
parties. Now, people are wondering if the song is a genuine Bieber track or if it's something created using AI. CBS and Fox News even looked into it, with several AI experts like Marva Baylor weighing in. Most believe it's AI generated due to the lack of any formal promotion from Bieber's camp, which is usually a sign it's not an official release. Despite the theories swirling, neither Bieber nor his
Oh,
team has
damn.
addressed the song directly. Regardless of whether it's real, the timing of the song and its unsettling lyrics has added more fuel to the fire surrounding Diddy's legal troubles and his past relationship with Bieber. While there's no solid evidence that Justin Bieber ever wrote a song about being abused at Diddy's parties, he's been quite vocal about how tough his early years in the entertainment
so
industry
crazy
were.
as
In a
hell.
heartfelt 2020 interview with Zane Lowe, Bieber opened up about the isolation and pressure he felt growing up famous. He talked about how those who claimed to love him often turned their backs, and how lonely it was to be in the spotlight as a teenager. These comments have resurfaced now that Diddy's facing serious allegations, including federal charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. As Diddy's legal troubles
Yeah,
escalate,
right.
reports suggest that Bieber is deeply disturbed by the news. He has chosen not to engage with the situation publicly, likely keeping his distance due to the gravity of the accusations. Sources close to Bieber have mentioned that he feels isolated, struggling to process these revelations alone, despite Diddy's previous role in his life. Adding to the intrigue, Bieber's wife, Hailey Baldwin Bieber, posted a cryptic photo on Instagram that has fueled
Oh, I remember that. I remember that.
speculation about their reaction to the scandal.
We've seen
Some
that in a
believe it
bunch
was
of these videos like
a
this.
subtle reference to the ongoing situation.
Man, I don't know. What do y'all think? This is crazy as hell. Scooter Braun, what the hell? Diddy, Usher. And like we were talking about Liam in the first video, like they're saying it probably doesn't have anything to do with it, but it is weird. And then we watched that video where he's talking about him. It's so weird. What the hell's going on in this world?
Though there's been no direct comment from Bieber
Nancy
himself,
B, good to see you.
there's also been a renewed focus on other people who were caught up in the wild atmosphere of Diddy's parties. One story that's been circulating involves Justin Latovsky, who recalls attending one of Diddy's infamous July 4th parties as a 6-year-old back in 1999.
What the hell? 6 years old going to a Diddy party?
What was supposed to be
thank you.
casual afternoon barbecue turned out to be anything but family friendly.
Oh,
Latovsky
hell.
described seeing topless women and plenty of drugs.
Whoa.
Which made his mother quickly decide to leave the event. As for Bieber, this ordeal seems to be hitting close to home. Some experts, like Dr. Jen Mann, believe his silence could be due to his focus on mental health, especially as a new father. Others speculate that Bieber's legal team has advised him to avoid speaking out, given how serious the allegations are. It's clear that Bieber is trying to move forward with his personal life, but the weight of his past connections to Diddy is still there, lingering in the background. As the legal battles surrounding Diddy continue to unfold, Justin Bieber's connection to these events is raising more questions than answers. While Bieber has chosen to remain mostly silent, his past experiences and the resurfaced videos are causing many to
Sarah,
look
thank
back
you.
at his early career through a new, unsettling lens. Whether
Yeah,
it's the
'cause it's
cryptic
crazy as
Instagram
hell.
post from Hailey or his emotional comments about the difficulties of growing up famous, it's clear this situation has impacted him deeply. And while Bieber may not directly address the allegations against Diddy, the tension surrounding his past associations will likely continue to linger as more details emerge. For now, Bieber seems focused on his personal life and well-being,
Sarah,
but
thank
only
you.
time will tell if he chooses to share more about those early years and his time spent with Diddy. With so many layers to this story, there's no doubt we'll be hearing more.
Right? Oh my God. Let's bring up the next one. Oh, hold on. People going crazy on YouTube. Bye. Holy hell, that is great. How did they get that many messages? YouTube usually says, "What the hell are you doing?" All right. I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think. Cause it is crazy. TikTok's gonna pause for a second. Hang on 1 second. And YouTube, take this second to go ahead and hit that follow button, subscribe button. That's what it is on YouTube. That's what it is on YouTube. All right, let's jump into bam. Oh hell. What the hell is Gypsy Rose doing? Well, apparently, did y'all see she did like an interview? She did an interview on some podcast, and it just, I mean, they like straight up just went hard. They went hard on her. So let's check it out. It's not very long, y'all. The video is only like 10 minutes. So let's go. I hope y'all are ready for this. TikTok, hit the follow button if you're new here. Keep tapping the screen like crazy. Let's go. Let's get 25,000 likes. Oh, and thank you for hitting the little bear things. What we do? We got them already. Unbelievable. I bet you we can't do the little ghosts though. Damn, TikTok's going crazy. All right, here we go. I'm shrinking myself down. The hell happened to Gypsy Rose, y'all? Let's find out.
It happened again. Gypsy Rose Blanchard returned to the Viall podcast or whatever the
The what?
hell it's called. Never listened to it, never heard of it until Gypsy Rose came on. And we know the first time
I don't know what it is.
she brought her husband, Mr. Ryan Anderson. But this time she returned with her boy toy, Ken Kizzle Keenan. Now I have yet to see this episode, and I'll do it live. We'll do it live tonight, actually. So make sure you join us on our live stream. But for
do it.
now, I thought
Oh, y'all, this is Sir Morbid, by the way. Make sure you follow him. If you're into this kind of stuff, down in the description, you can find his channel. Go show him some love.
Be fun if we went through the comment section and read some of the top comments. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Here we go. Of course, her birthday is her favorite holiday. Everything has to be about her. Ask her why she wants to name the baby after the same fake miscarriage baby back in 2015. She lied about to a mentally disabled man in Nicholas Godejohn.
Oh, these are comments on the video.
And asked him to essay that future baby of theirs. Ask her why her first post to social media was sending her fans to her underage 15-year-old family members' DMs. Ask her why it's okay for her to record people in Waffle House, but suddenly not okay for others to record her in public, i.e. the kayak experience. I mean, the fake kayak experience. When she announced the date and location of the public space she would be at. Ask her if she's still scared and stressed out that she possibly passed her chromosome deletion disorder onto this baby. Ken is the worst actor. You can tell he's only with her for clout. It's so weird and creepy. Ken is calling her out for her lies. She also told her ex-BFF Rachel Garlick in prison that the reason Ken broke up with her is because he's a drug addict and was strung out on heroin. She lied so much she can't keep track of her own lies. She got
entertainment, educational purposes only. TikTok. We love the TikTok shop. We got to say that so they don't get crazy. YouTube, you did a TikTok shop, but it's called the YouTube shop. I'm sure we love that too.
Pregnant on purpose. Stop holding her.
You gotta say that when words come out that they don't like, y'all.
Up like she is somebody that is important. She's a liar. How is this clown comparing people losing their grandparents to her murdering her mom? Weird how she claims she was on birth control on the first live she did with Ken. Remember, all of Pizza the Hut or Jabba the Hutt, Natasha Cooper, and how she didn't want to get pregnant. But then conveniently, when she announces she's pregnant, she goes on live and said she was seeking fertility treatments because her OBGYN told her she couldn't get pregnant. But people forget about that. Which was it, Gypsy? I don't even need to watch this garbage to know for a fact that she lied more than a handful of times. You need to stop giving this monster a platform, and I'm not even kidding. I wouldn't call it a healthy choice to run off for the weekend, cheat on your husband, get pregnant, and jump into another relationship while still married. Gypsy's
God dang.
husband, Ryan Anderson, is allowed to talk about his marriage and what he's going through on his platform. Not everyone is a sociopath with zero feelings, able to just move right on with no care. Make sure to have Ryan on your show again when the DNA comes back that it's his baby and not Ken's. I think you should know this woman has been obsessed with getting pregnant ever since she was with Dan and Nick. And then Ryan, yes, he confirmed it. They were
which one's Dan?
Trying behind Gypsy's parents' backs because she desperately wanted to be pregnant again. Now she finally did it. Ruined an innocent child's life just because she's the mother. She wanted to get pregnant. She tried with Nick, even with Ryan Anderson. She got pregnant quickly with Ken. She knew when she ovulated, she was good at reaching. She likes trapping men, manipulating, playing innocent. You also realize she was a 23-year-old adult when she committed committed this crime and groomed and framed a disabled, easily manipulated man. This is disgusting. Wow, she actually said that the questions about what happened to her mother is a test. Absolute sociopath with not a lick of empathy for anyone but herself. No shame, no guilt that she got someone to kill her own mother. Just annoyance that people still bring it up. I wish people would stop giving her a platform to spew her lies and show off her acting skills. Gypsy 100% got pregnant.
Acting skills.
On purpose. She 100% knew her age. As far as poor Gypsy being robbed of her childhood, go watch her entire conversation with the guard before the police interrogation. She had a better childhood than most kids even dream of. Very disappointed that everyone is giving this liar a platform. That's a no for me. Thumbs down. I hate how you did no real research and just let her lie some more. Yikes. She did get one thing right. Our justice system is flawed. She's a prime example of that. There is another lie. Her birthday, she knew how old she was. Wow, you guys need to fact check this girl. I can't believe that any creator would entertain anything Gypsy says. She is a horrible person. Everything out of this woman's mouth is a lie. Her dad, Hot Rod, even warned Ken or Kizzle Keenan she was trying to get pregnant. What a dumbass.
Some loud music in this video, Sir Morbid.
Why would you have this murderer back on? She needs to fade away quietly, not put up on a damn pedestal. Disgusting. Let's hook Gypsy up to a live lie detector while she's being asked any questions, because then the mass of people can really see the liar she truly is. Let's get real. Ken is with her for a meal ticket. He saw all the positive support she was getting and jumped on. Also, it's very sad she has to feel that she has to be a blonde because that's what he prefers. That's not authentic at all. Nick and staff, please watch Gypsy's interrogation video and watch all of Becca Scoop's videos on her. You should be informed before interviewing Gypsy. Otherwise, you look ignorant. Gypsy has been trying to get pregnant since poor Nick. How does she have the audacity to say it's heartbreaking that Didi will never know her granddaughter when Gypsy claims she was so abused she had to kill her? Why would you want your child around and
That's a good point. Did she actually say that?
abuser? Didi did everything for her, including grifting, because Hot Rod and Krusty the Clown couldn't be bothered with acknowledging
They call that lady Krusty.
Gypsy's existence. But now Krusty Blanchard is a better mom than Didi ever was. She truly is a sociopath. Zero remorse. I hope she's reminded every single day of the murderer she is. GRB uses such flowery
snap
language to describe the most awful actions. Adultery is disgusting, not magical. Imagine taking advice from someone who is infamous for making incredibly bad decisions. You'd be insane. Sadly, I don't see this relationship ending well.
Oh no, you don't see the relationship ending well?
And already looks at her like
shocker.
He's not in love. They both love to be center of attention by the things they say. Me, I. Ken seems to have an obsession with dark things, scary movies, Halloween, talking to prison inmates, Gypsy. Something just feels off about him.
Oh, Lord have mercy. By the way, TikTok, hit the follow button if you're new here. Tap the screen like crazy, y'all. Come over to YouTube so you can watch the videos. This one's almost over, but we'll be live again tonight for sure. 9 p.m. Pacific time, everybody. 9 p.m. Pacific time. And YouTube, hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button if you're new here as well. Come on, y'all. But TikTok, hit that follow button real quick. My name's Patrick. You like true crime? So do I. Come on in.
He's talking about.
Oh, and join the Facebook group, y'all, and post videos that you want me to watch. I'll put it in the YouTube chat right now, if I can find it really quickly. Hang on, y'all. Just search the Mystery Project on Facebook, and you'll find it, I think. Why aren't you working? There it is. Bam. It's in the YouTube chat. Come over and check it out, y'all. All right, let's keep going.
about Ryan Anderson, just like she spoke about the last man she used and threw away. Justice for Nick, justice for Diddy, Gypsy Rose.
I mean, that is crazy to think about what happened with Nick, what happened with Ryan, and then Ken's like, I'm different. She's going to treat me totally different.
You what? Is a vile beast, just like Nick's mom said. I wonder if y'all would have had the same type of interview with Charles Manson. You tiptoe around her crime and narcissistic tendencies, afraid to hurt her feelings. She has no remorse for killing her mother. She is nothing but a liar and a selfish monster. She doesn't need a platform to speak. She needs a prison cell to shut her up. Disgusting. Justice to the autistic individual serving her life sentence. May he get a fair trial someday. I refuse to watch this garbage and give this channel a view. I just came to see how many people are disgusted with her being given another platform to spread her bullshit. Thankfully, I wasn't disappointed. People are on to her lies.
Thankfully, I wasn't disappointed.
Scamming ways. GRB. Shame on this panel for seeing dollar signs instead of the truth. Nice lip fillers, Gypsy. Doing that and bleaching your hair
Damn.
while pregnant is so gross.
They called
She
her
never
out for
cared
the
about her
lip
child. Her
fillers?
life goal was to get pregnant ever since she was with Dan and Nick and Ryan. It's so unfortunate these large platforms continue to support this monster. And
Large platforms. Is that podcasting? Is it like a big I've never heard of it.
her bullshit. Ken Urker said on Life After Lockup that he didn't think she would get as famous as she did. It's so obvious why he's with her. Living for all these comments. Love that the majority woke up and started seeing the truth behind all the lies. Ken conveniently saying he left her so he can let her grow on her own and do what's best for her after the fact. Saying she got his reasoning wrong, but never explained this to her while first breaking up with her. Sure. What the fuck?
What?
Ken is playing Gypsy's special needs boyfriend Halloween. She wants Ken to dress up as Nick, the guy with special needs who she took advantage of and manipulated into taking the fall for offing her mom. This is unbelievable. Mocking people with special needs as a costume, Viall. Don't text your ex-book sitting right next to Nick throughout the whole interview. Ironic. Ken, you can't clear the air. The truth is the truth. She unalived her mom with someone she tricked into helping her and tricked him into thinking he was a hero to take the fall. Here's my boy Case study. Case says, how many times is she gonna lie about not knowing her age?
Oh yeah,
She
we've
knew
listened to a case study video before. He's good.
her age, and only Gypsy would refer to her cellmates as roommates. Shame on you to give.
She referred to her cellmates as roommates.
How dare you?
That's crazy as hell. That's like, y'all remember that movie Grandma's Boy, and Nick Swartz's character was like, be quiet, you're gonna wake my roommates. And he's like, don't you live with your parents? And he's like, yeah, my roommates. That's what that reminds me of.
Then,
but way worse.
Your platform to speak for clout. Pretty messed up. Your mom can't be a grandmother because you took her life. And you just answer that question with Christy Blanchard is going to replace her. BS. Hashtag condoning murder is wrong. She got that tattoo strictly to hurt Brian. I don't know what she was trying to accomplish here. The majority of people know the truth. Gypsy and Ken reconnected in January, February. Very much when she was still married to Ryan. Jip with another untruth. Also, she's not divorced from Ryan yet. Still legal.
Yeah, that's crazy too.
Married to him. What a joke. Why are people giving her a platform? I am out. My boy Case study again.
I am out.
Here he goes. Pretty disturbing that even Ken refers to Christy Blanchard as Gypsy's mom. Truly disgusting and unbelievable. R.I.P. DD. Anyhow, there are a ton more comments that are worthy to be read, but I don't have all the time in the world here. Plus, I want you guys to go check it out for yourselves, which will encourage you to make your own comments and let them know what you think about the Viall Files podcast. So vile. But we're going to talk about it tonight live. That's right. We're going to have a live show tonight.
Yup, y'all. Make sure you go check it out. Although it was probably yesterday, so it's probably posted up on his page. right now, I would imagine. Anyways, y'all, that was it. I just want to pop on for a little bit. We'll be back again live later on tonight. YouTube, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button. TikTok, hit the follow button. I love you guys. I am out of here. See y'all in a little bit.